How's it going, guys? My name is Starkiller598 or Andrew, and today as you can already see, it looks so much better than the original Galactic Conquest Galaxy map. And another thing to point out is the radius of the planet is greatly increased. As you can see there, the planet was not in range, but I managed to get my ships there. But anyway, let us introduce us to this portion of video. For this review, I thought we'd play as the CIS, seeing as in the first few parts of the Clone Wars mod I played Republic, so this time we're playing CIS to begin with, and we're going to just easily take over a Republic planet.
It is time for my
even the hologram is different. Count Dooku there. It's not the voice of the real Count Dooku, it's just, you know, I've sounded like. Anyway, this mod has been out for, I would say, probably a year. Came out around summertime 2011, so let's say it'll be closely coming up to a year, and I would definitely recommend you go get this. I mean, I also apologise in advance as the video is quite laggy, because the game when I was recording was quite laggy. I'm not sure why. But yeah, well, as you can just see from here, that the game just looks so good. I mean, it does. It looks really great. Great job to the guys who made it, I have to say. It looks fantastic, and it's got all the same aspects as well of the Clone Wars mod, which I have done. You should go check that out as well. This is just the Clone Wars, except that it just looks so much better. It's got all the same aspects, but there are a couple different pros and cons, I would say, to this. Pros, well, I wouldn't say, well, it depends on whether you like long battles or not, is that ships, every single ship has a lot of hard points, so it takes longer for them to die, or for them to be destroyed. So if you like longer battles, I do like longer battles, but for videos, for working on videos, I like to keep them short, you know, just so I don't bore you guys to death or something like that. But as you can see, that the space station or shipyard, for some reason, is called a shipyard in this mod. It doesn't really matter. But yeah, it looks completely different, redesigned completely. It does look quite good. That was only a level 4 space station, and we kick straight to the mod. I also apologise for this video being up late. In the last video I did say that I would be posting this over the weekend, but I had technical problems trying to install the mod, as a lot of people have actually had problems installing this, so later on I will also be doing an installation guide to Rebublic, or as it has a completely different way to uploading. It doesn't use the mod launcher, so I'll show you guys how to upload it in a clear way. Another good thing I would say, obviously, it looks so much better than any mod that I've played. It looks just really amazing. They have been working on it for about a couple of years, and yeah, it does. It just looks really amazing. And well, another pro I would say is more like shipyards as well. The reinforcements. Well, the reinforcements from the space stations that you usually get, they have a lot more. so you have more of a chance of also defending the planet even if you have nothing but a shipyard there. So they've increased the reinforcements, because originally there was only supposed to be 6 Republic Acclamator class ships, but as you can see there are a couple dreadnoughts, even a Republic cruiser there. But the only fleet around this planet was supposed to be Acclamators or transports. So yeah, they've really upped the reinforcements for the space stations to give us more of a chance of defending your space. This is for CIS as well, it's not just Republic. And the CIS have 3 capital ships. The 2 obvious ones, the Federation Ring one, the main Federation battle cruiser, and another one which hasn't been seen yet. I hope to do a video for that soon, or just include it in a video. And that's mainly most of the prawns. Also, I'd like to say that the quality of the sound of the video and audio dialogue and all the shooting noises and all that, it's really been stepped up as well, so it doesn't just look good, it sounds better as well. So that's another thing, like when you're engaging in battle like this, it actually sounds like you're in a Star Wars battle like in the movies. They did pull out a lot of audio from the movies, including just blaster shots, to give you guys a really good, good fight of this mod. And there are a couple cons I've noticed when playing. First one is that the AI in this game is a lot harder. I originally did it on easy once, and they were rushing me with capital ships a couple times. It wasn't just one time, a couple times at the beginning on easy they were rushing me with capital ships. Once they even used the Pride of Core on me, which is basically a Republic Superstar Destroyer. I'll go over how to build it on later as well in another video. But the AI are really aggressive, and they've also been, they've got better tactics. They won't just shoot at whatever's closest, they'll mainly go after the either larger or more important ships first. They kind of divide up their forces. Basically they're more tactical, they're much harder to deal with, so I'm not sure if it's a pro or con for you, but even on easy they will just rush you with capital ships, so it isn't easy to hold them off immediately. So, and you will lose planets right at the start. So another con I would say is that planet credits, the income you get from each planet is it depends. Most planets are very little. Some are like 800 credits, 400 credits, which is like kind of what you get in normal Empire or War, which are just those are planets you need. But like all the normal planets, which you usually are supposed to have like 100 credits at least, or around that, even 80. Some of them in this game have 5 credits per galactic day you earn, and that's not including any of the ore mines or anything, just 5 credits. Some planets, that's another con I'm going to in a minute, but so you have to actually control a lot of planets just to get a normal flow of income, so that's actually not kind of good, because like, even if you lose a couple planets in the beginning, cause the AI will rush you, then your credit balance will just drift down and it will be hard for you to maintain your army and economy. So that's quite bad, I would say. Another con though, I have to also say is I've noticed that the hypervelocity guns and ion cannons, basically all the defense cannons, all cost 50,000 credits. I'm not joking, 50,000 credits, which I also had a look. It's the same price as the Benevolence super ship for the CIS. Malevolence is probably worth 50,000 credits, but a hypervelocity gun, no, I'm not so sure about that. I haven't seen it, obviously, because it costs too much, but I don't know if it's like an insta-kill weapon now, or if they've changed it, but if they haven't changed it, which is probably what I'm guessing, then why would they up it to 50,000? I'm sure it's an error though, but yeah, so basically you won't be able to build any defense cannons at all. So that's actually quite bad. I'm sure it is just an error though, but yeah, so you can't build cannons, so that sucks. And most planets also have less build slots. Like, I've come across most of the planets in this game now have 3 build slots, so like, you really have to defend. It encourages you more to defend with an actual army rather than the base. So it's quite good, but it's also quite bad at the same time. Another thing that I was supposed to mention a few minutes ago was certain planets can only build certain structures. For example, I've noticed that heavy factories can only be built on certain planets. Basically just factories to get like walkers and spider tanks and all that. That's reasonable, but I've also seen planets where you can't even build light factories, or just normal factories to create tanks. So certain planets can only build certain structures, so I don't know, I would say that's okay, but it is very limited. Like, for the Republic, I've only seen one planet that can build a heavy factory so far, and like, you start off with like 20 planets, and so far I've only seen one that can build a heavy factory, but I'm sure there's more, but yeah. So there are quite a lot of cons, I would say, to this game, but this game is quite worth it though. I mean, even the flames and the destruction is quite there of the ships burning has been improved. The missiles, concussion missiles just fired there, it's all just looked improved and it sounds better, and it just makes the battles much more fun, I would say. Even the explosions have even been improved, so yeah. So even though there's a lot of cons to this game, I would still recommend this mod because it just looks and sounds quite good. Anyway, that was a space battle. I hope you enjoyed. Join me in part 2 where we go across to land.